Now, where are you from?
Chicago.
Certain part you represent?
West Side. Like,
Still reside in Chicago today?
yeah, born and raised.
Now, what was it like for you growing up in Chicago? Can you paint that picture for us?
I mean, for the most part, it's been cool. You know, a lot of stuff going on, but like I ain't really, had to deal with a lot of things. Like my OG, she kept me good. She kept me good my whole life. So yeah.
And your OG is in reference to your mother?
Yeah, my mom. Yeah.
Now, was it a rough upbringing at all?
I mean, like, I ain't really noticed that we was poor. I ain't really noticed what was really going on because I'm a shorty. Like, when I got older, then I started realizing what was going on. And I knew, if I wanted other stuff, I had to make my own money to get it, so, yeah.
Now, was your family ever able to go up a level financially? If you guys started out as poverty, were you able to move up maybe to lower middle class or middle class at some point, or no?
I say, yeah, like, past, like, couple years, past, like, year two. Yeah.
Something
we moved,
very recent.
we just moved, yeah.
How did you, how were you guys able to level up?
I mean, like, got more money. My mama she got a new job. And then I've been working, I've been making my own money, so I ain't gotta ask her for nothing. I had to stop asking her for money, so I can get my own money. So yeah.
Now, back then, growing up for you, how big was gang activity?
Big, very big. My whole family, the whole city, the whole city, basically, yeah. Everybody.
You were part of a gang yourself?
Nah.
You were not?
Nah, I don't gangbang.
Why not? When everybody else was, why didn't you?
Because I like being different. I saw everybody else doing it. I really ain't see no point. I don't get it.
I see. Now, when it came to growing up in poverty, and it came to making money yourself,
Right.
did you ever have to chip in at one point?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
That was something you were asked to do, or you did on your own?
Did on my own. No, she never asked me.
And also, too, when it came to making money, was it the job route for you, or did you have to do some sort of street activity at one point in your life?
Yeah, I had to do both. I try to work, but a lot of places don't hire.
What age was this when you were trying to work?
I've been trying to work since like high school, so what, 14? Yeah, since about 14.
So when you tried to get a job and you couldn't, and what was the reasoning that you couldn't? Was it just your age? Was it not a lot of jobs given out at that time?
At the first, well, yeah, it started off as my age, but even like right now, it's hard to find a job. And I'm 20, so yeah.
So then you revert to street activity.
Yeah.
Did that start at 14?
Really, that started, I want to say 15, 16.
And what type of street activity did you get into back then? Okay. Did it start out innocent before it got to street activity, as far as maybe starting off selling candy, selling shoes, things like that? Did it start out like that, or did you just get right into street activity?
See, like, it was like, it's easier. It was easier to go that way because nobody else was there to tell me how to do something else. So it's like, all my people, the people who is getting money, they either on the streets or they working. And it was like, I'm trying to work. I'm trying to make an honest living, but now I'm doing something else.
Now, was it a friend or family member that put you on to whatever it was that you were doing?
No, nobody. It was just me. No peer pressure, nothing like that.
You looked at it, well, let me ask you this.
Right.
Looking back, dealing with the streets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very risky path.
Yeah, I know.
It can come with consequences. It can come with a certain level of stress, that looking over your shoulder feeling, violence,
Yeah.
jail, worst case, death. Did you know this stuff from the jump when you got into it, or no?
I mean, yeah, like I was aware, but I ain't really think about it. I ain't really think about it till like stuff got real.
Did you experience any of these obstacles?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Now, was there an exit strategy for you? You start doing the street activity route, but do you tell yourself, at this point, it's got to end? Or did you just go with the flow?
It was when I became a billionaire. That was the plan. Stop.
Now, when you say become a billionaire, hard to become a billionaire. I don't want to say hard to become a billionaire. Not too many people make it to $1 billion doing the street activity route and just fly off into the sunset in a different part of the world and live the rest of their life over there.
I wasn't thinking about it like that.
Yeah. Now, just thinking back from whatever it is that you got into, any regrets going that route?
Regrets?
Any remorse what you did back then?
No, not really.
Why not?
I mean, like, ain't do nobody wrong, in my opinion. Let me put it that way. I didn't feel like I did. And then it's like, they try to, I don't know, it's always gonna be that market regardless, like whether I'm participating or not. So I put it that way.
Was it worth it? Was the risk worth the reward, or what you got out of it, thinking back?
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah.
Why for you?
I had no other way to get money. That was the only way I got money.
Did you hide this from your parents at first?
The whole time.
They ever find out?
Some things, yeah.
How did they react when they started seeing some things?
Surprised, because, you know, obviously I wasn't showed that by my people. So yeah, surprised.
Upset? Disappointed?
Yeah. Really, we ain't really talk about it, like discuss it, really. It's just like, I know.
You were in school at the time, 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Mm-hmm.
But you end up graduating high school.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I ask or say it like that is because sometimes I do these type of interviews. One person's one foot in street activity, 1 foot in school. It comes to a point where maybe they're almost a year, 2, 3 years from finishing, and they'll quit.
Yeah.
Because they're either consumed by street activity, they're making a lot of money in street activity, maybe even making money than the next student, maybe even the teacher that's teaching the class. And they quit and they go that route, or, you know, carry on with their life that way.
Right.
But curious as to why you finished. Was that self-motivated to finish? Was that parents pushing you to finish?
Yeah, for my OG. It was the whole reason I went to school, you know. Because she wanted me to go to school. She went to school, so she didn't want me to stop going to school. So I'm like, I'll do that to make her happy. That's what I'm here for.
Now, growing up in poverty, what did this teach you, overall speaking?
How to manage my money. Basically, yeah. Move smart.
Now, in your upbringing, there can be a low point and there can be a high point. Let's start with the low for you. What was your lowest point growing up the way you did?
As far as...
Just in general, was there a really rough moment for you growing up? Was there a very low point in your life growing up?
I ain't never really, nah, I ain't really never look at stuff like that. I was just trying to figure out what I was gonna do the whole time. Still am.
What about on the opposite end, the high point? Was there a really high point for you growing up, a really positive moment for you growing up?
Now, I'm rapping, doing what I like. Yeah.
How young did music start for you?
So, I started writing music before I actually even thought about recording music.
Okay.
I used to just write, just write in my little notebook at school. Then when I first started but really when I really started rapping was I want to say 16. At 16 we started rapping, freestyling all the time, and then with my homies we was freestyling. We used to do it at school, crib, everything. Then I started recording, I want to say, within a year of that probably. So yeah, since it was what was it, 16, 17, somewhere around there.
Were you good at freestyling back then?
I was learning. I was learning. I say I was good, yeah.
Could you kick something right now?
I could. But
can we hear something?
No, I'll wait.
You'll wait.
I'll wait.
You'll wait. Okay. Give you some time.
Yeah.
Were you battle rapping other classmates aside from freestyling back then?
Yeah, that's how we started, just trying to do that. That's basically what we was doing.
Were you winning these battles, losing these battles?
It wasn't no winner or loser. We
okay.
We was all learning how to rap.
Now, I do want to ask you some more about that in a little bit, but let's take it even back a step. When it just comes to schooling, period, what type of kid were you in class? How would you characterize yourself?
I ain't bother nobody. I was just there. But it was different, because in elementary school, I ain't really got no control whether or not I went to school. So yeah, I used to get in trouble a lot. A lot. But when I got in high school, I wasn't getting in trouble at first, but I started getting in trouble for missing days or coming late. I only think I came on time, I want to say my senior year, one day the whole year. It was on senior dish day. That's the day I came to school on time. The rest of the days, I wasn't there.
When you were getting into trouble early on, like elementary school days, what do you think it was that was causing this? Hindsight 2020, why were you getting into trouble?
Nobody listened to me. I don't know. That's what I put. Nobody wanted to listen to me. And then I'll go try to explain it to my OG. She ain't want to hear it because I'm already getting in trouble all the time. So she figured if it keep happening, they gotta be telling the truth. But it was different stuff. It was different stuff. I used to get a lot of fights too. I had to realize because I'm small. That's probably why. But I ain't know why people just try to mess with me.
So in these fights, you were defending yourself?
Yeah, I ain't started nothing with nobody.
Now, when you were getting into trouble in those elementary school days, was it to the point where you're getting kicked out of school?
Yeah, I got kicked out of a couple schools.
Expelled?
Yeah.
What were you getting expelled for? How much trouble were you causing to get expelled in elementary school?
In my opinion, I wasn't doing nothing to nobody. But maybe I don't remember it right. I don't know. But really, I'll go to school. And then at one point, I was going to a school that was some zero tolerance type thing. I'd go in there, I'd say what's up to my homie in the middle of class, and then I get suspended just for that. And it ain't make no sense to me, but that's a school I got. I know I got expelled from that school, in early, I want to say, it was early in the year, March, April. Then they ain't hold me back though. They still let me go to the next grade, but they told me just don't come back to the school. Didn't make sense to me.
Now, were you part of a certain clique or crowd in your school days?
Not really. I mean, yeah and no. I had my homies at different schools, different homies, different schools.
Now, when it came to music, obviously we talked about the freestyling stuff, the battle rapping stuff, but did you ever take classes in school for music, be it band or chorus?
Yeah, we used to play the little recorder in like elementary. Yeah.
Right.
That's it though. No.
I think they make everybody do that. Were you any good at it or no?
I think so. Oh, and then when but that wasn't at school. But I know like my cousin, I want to say he way older than me, but he like old, but he told me how to play. Named Jesse, he showed me how to play the sax when I was a shorty. That was like when I was getting kicked out of school and stuff, like second grade.
Were you any good with the sax?
I thought I knew how to play it then. It was a sax, and he showed me how to play the real flute too. But that was like playing a little recorder. So I just knew what I learned from school for that.
Never did the band, never did chorus after that. Now, what about talent shows? Did you ever participate in talent shows growing up?
Yeah, but that wasn't for rapping, it was dancing.
Ah.
Yeah, when I was a shorty.
You were heavy in the dancing sort of stuff, or?
A little bit, yeah.
Now, how'd you place with these talent shows? How'd you end up doing?
A lot of talent shows don't really be placing. They really just be like participants. Just everybody clap for everybody. It ain't really, you know.
More so entertaining?
Yeah.
Now, what about sports? Did you ever get involved with sports?
Yeah, that took a lot of my time. That's a regret.
What'd you get into?
Football, track, wrestling. And I played rugby a little bit too.
Any of these sports you end up doing varsity in?
Yeah, all of them, except rugby. Wait, okay. Yeah, rugby was varsity too. Yeah, all of them.
And were you good in any of them?
Yeah, I went to state for wrestling. Wait, not wrestling, track. I went to sectionals for wrestling. And then, and actually I was a finalist for track. But, what's that? Track, wrestling, football. And we ain't really, I played for a lot of different teams. But yeah, I was on varsity. We was in the playoffs, yeah. And I was starting.
What position?
Running back.
Jersey number?
3.
Any significance behind that number?
I don't know, it seemed like it always pop up.
Now, were you good with any of these sports enough to get some sort of athletic scholarship?
Yeah.
What happened?
I didn't take it because I didn't want to go away for school.
What were you offered?
I was offered for a ride for track. I know that. I was offered for a ride for track. There was a lot of schools saying they was going to give me something for football too, but I ain't really look into it because I wasn't trying to go nowhere.
What type of schools for the track? Big schools, little schools?
Seemed like some little schools to me. What's that school? Chicago State. I don't know how big that school is though.
You were offered a full ride.
Yeah.
Free education.
Mm-hmm.
And you turn it down.
I really don't like school.
Hindsight 2020. Are you okay with that decision or do you regret that?
I'm okay with it. I knew I wouldn't like it if I took it. But if I think about one of those, like my senior year, I got kicked off the track team. So that's why I didn't get that, because I would have went to Chicago State because I didn't have to go away. We'd been in the city still. Because I ain't want to go away and share a room with somebody else. That's what I didn't want to do. So they kicked me off the track team. So the coach told me, because I knew I was going to state. Like I already went last year. The only people that beat me was seniors. So all of them was gone. So there wasn't nobody there to beat me. So I was gonna go down there, but he kicked me off like right before we started to place for that. So, and that was because I was coming late and stuff. So yeah.
And is that because you were involved with street activity?
Yeah and no. Yeah, I mean sometimes it be like I take signs. Like It'd be like I get up and shit just don't let me go to school. Like the shit just come up. I be on my way to school. I might run into somebody different every day.
Now, refresh my memory in this interview. What year or what age again did you say you started recording?
Like 16, 17, somewhere around there.
Was it those days where people were selling CDs like hand to hand, or no? It was past those days.
No, I don't think nobody was selling CDs. Nobody. Well, I know it's some people that still do it. I ran into some people today doing that. So I mean, but I don't think like popularly. No.
Did you have a song that became hot for you while you were in school during those days, or no?
Nah.
Now, what about senior superlatives, okay? It's the awards they give out at the end of the year in the yearbook. They give out like most likely to succeed, best dressed, biggest flirt, things of that nature. Did you ever rack up any of these type of awards?
I didn't even take the school picture. I didn't participate. I don't know. I didn't want to go. Only reason I went to the graduation because it was for my mama. I didn't go to prom, lunch, and none of that. I just
Never went to prom.
I just wanted to leave.
Never went to homecoming.
No. Yep.
Now, you graduate high school.
Mm-hmm.
You don't, and I am a little confused about the college thing, the athletic scholarship, because at one point I felt like you said you didn't want it, you turned it down, you didn't want it. But then another part you said you got kicked off the team. So
right.
Do you not get the scholarship because you were kicked off the team, or you
that particular one? Now
okay.
I got other ones that was like in play. Another thing, I didn't want to go nowhere that wasn't a city. I wanted to go in the city. I didn't want to go in the middle of the country or in the suburb. I don't like animals. And I wanted to go. If I did go somewhere, I was actually trying to come to school out here. I forgot the name of that school.
Atlanta?
Yeah, I was trying to go to school out here, but I forgot the name of that school though. Or was it Florida? It was Florida. Florida International. That's the school I was trying to go to. But it was like I got to take out a loan, and I know the financial side coming to it.
Happy with that decision?
Yeah.
That you didn't do the loan thing and
yeah. I went to community college, so I mean I'm still getting an education a little bit.
But that's something you have to pay for out of pocket.
Yeah. But not as much. It ain't in no debt.
And which community college do you choose to attend to?
Malcolm X.
Why that one?
It's the one that was out west.
Ah, okay. And how many years did you get under your belt?
2.
2 years?
Yeah.
So do you actually get, because I believe after 2 years you can get an associate's degree.
Yeah, but I ain't finished though.
Did not finish. Why not? You're right there, 2 years. So
yeah,
close.
I ain't finished though.
So you drop out.
Yeah, I'm trying to go this semester. So, I mean, but I did stop going for a while.
So technically, drop out.
Yeah. For a while, but I'm gonna go back.
So we'll just say pause.
Yeah.
Now, why go back now?
Back up, I guess. Really, I mean, I really don't see the point because I don't think I'm gonna wind up doing nothing that school got to offer.
Does that school have a reputation?
I don't think so. They healthcare. Do a lot of healthcare, I think. But yeah.
Now, I understand when you go to college, your first 2 years are like general classes, not really a major. If you were to complete the 2-year degree, would you continue for the 4-year degree, the bachelor's?
That, I'm thought about it. I kind of want to, but I don't like going to school. I'll go part-time. Part-time ain't nothing. Part-time ain't nothing, but I definitely can't do full-time. That's too much, too much time. I got other stuff to do.
Community colleges, do they have frats? Do they have sororities or? Is that like a full university type of thing?
I think they do, but I'm not involved.
Why not?
Not into that.
Not for you.
Yeah.
And just curious, what major would you go for?
Psychology.
Now, while you were going to school, people knew you rapped? While you were going to community college? Let me rephrase.
Yeah. That school kind of like antisocial though. Nobody talk. Nobody really talk at that school. But yeah, people noticed me. Yeah.
Did you even gain a fan base while you were out there in community college, or no, not really?
No, not from there.
Just curious. Now, what about as far as jobs? Any jobs you had growing up?
I had some summer jobs. Like, I used to work at MacArthur's. That's a little soul food joint.
Okay.
I wasn't doing nothing but washing dishes though.
All right.
And then some little piece of cake. Used to be up in but yeah. And what was that? It was this little building. It was across the street from my school. So I used to do that too for a little while.
Doing exactly what?
What was we doing? Painting the sidewalk. We was painting the sidewalk.
Construction?
No. It was like arts and crafts.
Oh, okay.
It was a little summer jobs.
What'd you do at the pizza spot, specifically?
I was making pizza. Yeah, I was making food. I was cooking.
Had the bandana on while you were cooking?
Nah, I don't think, was I wearing a bandana then? I don't even think I was wearing them yet. I started wearing them at school though.
And that became your thing?
Yeah.
Does it mean something?
I guess it's my crown.
Is it a favorite bandana you have?
Nope. Well, probably the white.
The one we see right now? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, that's your favorite. Why? Why this one?
It's neutral.
I see.
Our other ones, people might think I'm banging or something, but.
Now, as far as these jobs that you mentioned, were any of them tough?
That MacArthur's one, cause I was had to stand in one spot all the time. And when I'm working them, I don't know. I was just looking like I'm back there working with these men. With this man, I'm like, dang, he do this for a living every day. I was like, I know I can't do it. I couldn't do it for that long. I did it for the summer, but that was like the worst job because it was all wet. I was hot. I don't like being in that one spot all day. And all I wanted to do was leave. I wanted to go rap. That's what I was trying to go do.
Now, you end up quitting these jobs or getting fired?
No, it was a summer job, so I worked all the way through, yeah.
Nobody wanted to keep you around longer? Like, hey, he did pretty good for the summer.
They told me they would, but no, they didn't keep me. They told me they would. I would have stayed, but it never happened.
Any crazy stories dealing with any of these jobs that you just mentioned? Anything that happened out of the norm? On the clock, off the clock?
Nah. Nothing. I was in the back.